Hi everyone, and welcome to Disney Decades. I'm your host, Nick LoCicero. In Disney Decades, I'm going to read about an event that happened in Disney Parks history, and you have to guess what year that event occurred. But there's a twist. In front of you, you should have a board with the dates 1950 through 2020. This is called the Time Wheel. You also have a set of 7 game pieces called Time Windows. If you don't yet have your Time Wheel and Time Windows, let's pause this video and visit www.nt.com/DisneyDecades to download the game for free. Now, each time window is large enough to cover a series of years from 1 to 7. If you're really sure about a date, use a smaller time window. If you aren't too sure, use one of your larger time windows to cover more years. Once you use a time window, set it aside. It is no longer available for you to use. I have 15 events, and if you run out of time windows before I run out of events, you win. You'll have 20 seconds after I read an event to place your time window. If you need more time, just pause the video. No one's looking. It's now time to play Disney Decades. Have fun and good luck. Let's get to the first event. Disney MGM Studios theme park is renamed Disney's Hollywood Studios. What year did MGM Studios go through that naming change? All right, hopefully you got your time window down. Time's up. All right, 2008. 2008. All right, on to our next event, event number 2. The first baby is born inside Disneyland. 6-pound, 10-ounce Teresa is born to Rosa and Elias on a bench behind Plaza Inn. What year was baby Teresa born inside Disneyland? Down your time window, and time's up. All right, that happened in 1979. 1979, the first baby born inside Disneyland. All right, how about an Imaginarium question for event number 3? Disney legend Yale Gracie begins the second stage of his Disney career as a special effects and lighting artist at WED Enterprises. What year did Disney legend Yale Gracie begin his career as a special effects and lighting artist at WED Enterprises? And that happened back in 1961. 1961. And now on to event number 4. Countdown to Extinction is renamed Dinosaur to promote the animated feature film of the same name. What year did they rename Countdown to Extinction to Dinosaur? Probably around the same year that the film came out. All right, and time is up. The year 2000. In the year 2000. All right. Now on to event number 5. Connect Disneyland Adventures is released on the Xbox 360. What year was Connect Disneyland Adventures released on the Xbox 360? And even if you didn't play this game, maybe you had an Xbox 360, so you might be able to narrow down the year this could happen. And time is up. 2011. The year was 2011. All right, we're about a third of the way through. How you doing? Did you get rid of, maybe you got rid of 5 time windows already. That would be amazing. Of course, you could let us know and chat with other people in the comments as you're playing here. And we'll move on to event number 6. The first Disney dollars are sold at Disneyland. When were the first Disney dollars sold at Disneyland? Maybe you have a collection of them at home. I have a few from Disney World. (1987). The year was 1987. Let's move on to event number 7. Disneyland's Bear Country opens. What year did Bear Country open at Disneyland? Alright, get that time window put down. And time. All right, 1972 is when Bear Country opened at Disneyland. Moving on to event number 8, Disney's PhotoPass service is launched. What year did Disney launch its PhotoPass service? Maybe you remember the first PhotoPass photo that you got? I don't have that good of a memory. All right, time's up. 2004. Disney's PhotoPass service launched in 2004. On to event number 9. Disneyland welcomes its 300 millionth guest. What year did Disneyland welcome its 300 millionth guest? That is a lot of guests. How long did it take them to hit that number? And time's up. 1989. It took them all the way till 1989 to reach 300 million guests. All right, event number 10. Blizzard Beach opens at Walt Disney World. What year did the Blizzard Beach water park open at Walt Disney World? Time. 1995. That is when the water park opened in 1995. All right, we made it through 10 events. How many time windows do you have left? Did you use them all up already? Maybe you went 7 for 7. That'd be amazing. But hopefully you're doing good out there. And comment how you're doing, which questions you thought were easy or tough in the comments. Let us know how you're doing. Let's move on to event number 11. The Norway Pavilion opens at Epcot. What year did the Norway Pavilion open at Epcot? Did it open with the park? Did it open later? I don't know. What do you think? And time. The Norway Pavilion opened 6 years after Epcot opened. 1988 was the year we were looking for. All right, just 4 events left. The Disney Institute opens at Walt Disney World. What year did the Disney Institute open at Walt Disney World? And do you know what the Disney Institute is? Have you ever been? We're looking for the year it opened. The Disney Institute opened in 1996. 1996. Walt and Roy Disney joined Governor W. Hayden Burns at a press conference at an Orlando hotel to publicly announce the creation of Disney World. Very famous press conference. Walt, Roy, and the Florida governor, they all met in an Orlando hotel to publicly announce the creation of Disney World. What year? All right, that famous press conference happened in 1965. All right, we're down to our final 2 events. If you got more than 2 time windows left, sorry about that. But maybe you're looking to use your last one. And will it be on this question? The Walt Disney Company announces its agreement to purchase Lucasfilm Limited. What year did the Walt Disney Company announce its agreement to purchase Lucasfilm Limited? All right, and time's up. 2012. 2012. All right, final event. Here we go. WED Enterprises is founded by Walt Disney. What year did Walt Disney start WED Enterprises? Probably not a date a lot of people know off the top of their head, but you could probably narrow it down pretty well. All right, that happened in 1952. 1952. All right, that was our 15th and final event here on this edition of Disney Decades. To those of you who used all 7 of your time windows, congratulations. Great job. To those of you who didn't quite make it through all 7 time windows, well, try again on another episode. We got plenty of episodes for you. If you subscribe right here to the Parkive channel, you will get a notification each and every time a new episode drops. We are releasing new episodes every Thursday, so you can plan your week around that and play some Disney Decades with us. All right, well, hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun on this edition of Disney Decades. I'm your host, Nick LoCicero, and I'll see you next time.